Hey Jed, had to unmute my mic. What's up? Haven't seen you around in a while. How's life been going? Okay, so there's an item up there I can't get yet. Been good, just busy with school and work and other stuff. I've been pretty busy with work too. I haven't been doing a whole lot of gaming recently, just simply because of that. But been finding some time for Ender Lilies recently, which makes me very happy because I really like this game. This game is super fun. It's only gotten better since the last time you were around when I was streaming it. Yeah, I like effectively don't speedrun anymore. I still do like very once in a while do like IL stuff, but that's about it, just simply because I don't have the time anymore. Even though I like really want to improve the record for D, I just like I literally can't. Yeah, Sparrow was around that stream as well. Outside of a little bit on Twitter, I haven't seen Spyro around too much either, though I don't really follow on Twitch. I'm not sure if they've been streaming recently. Hopefully I get some free time so I can force you to come back to D. Yo, just honest, I'm gonna be real honest here. Record is so free. I lost a minute in to Ethermine skip because I just like didn't get first try and I didn't give enough of a shit to restart. Then I lost like a minute over the rest of the run. That run is fucking terrible. These enemies are cool because they're just like stronger versions of the early game enemies. It's cool. That run was so bad that whenever I made my explanation video, I used my old PV because I didn't want to make an explanation over that shitty ass run. I honestly don't remember how good or bad my Mechonis was because I know that you're memeing, but it's like I genuinely don't know because it has been like I've just like wiped that run from my memory. Oh shit, I did not know how that attack worked. Well, do I have a bench closer to that? What's the button for this? The bench at the stars area might be better to get back there. It's actually a new stream on your birthday doing Earthbound or something, but hit a deer on the way home. Oof. Yeah, hitting deers will like fuck your car up. How do I get to the top of this room again? Oh, this door. But yeah, I have luckily not been in any accidents before or hit anything. Though there was a like massive fucking car crash that happened like directly in front of me like a few days ago that was pretty terrifying. Bro, that was rude. Yeah, now that my dad, because my dad had a pretty big Jeep at the time, and he hit a deer and it like completely fucked his car. One of them, the one driving, one the deer, and then the other one you hit a telephone pole. I've been in the car during, I believe, 2 crashes, but I've never been the one driving. Which I guess is probably a good thing. It's not to say I don't occasionally drive like an idiot, but just that I've been lucky enough to not be in a car crash from it. I did not dash correctly there. Starting to think the other way was in fact the safer way through here. Oh well. We're gonna keep going left. You know, I'm inclined to agree with you on that one. You know, it's really unfortunate that DE speedrunning has like a lot of like individually cool like tech and routing stuff to it, because the actual runs themselves are so boring because of like how much just like fucking nothing happens during them. It's like it's a waste of such cool mechanics that the runs themselves aren't good. You'd probably be about as rusty as I was during that shitty ass PB. New Game Plus does honestly sound really cool because like there's a lot of the really cool movement skips. Like I've said, the routing of arts and stuff is like actually insane. Not gonna lie, this game starts getting like really stingy with its benches, and I'm kind of living for it. It's just like fight a bunch of these hard enemies in a row. Except these guys are kind of easier. Yo, I'm level 69, nice. I can make the joke that every 12-year-old wants to make. I honestly don't know. I haven't been keeping up with them, aside from like a little bit with 3. I don't know anything about 3 new game, but I know that apparently Land of Challenge is like kind of terrible hot garbage right now because it's a lot of like everything just dies in one hit because Smash is overtuned as fuck. And whenever you're not just smashing things, you're using Final Lucky 7 to literally one-shot everything. I wonder what the point of that grapple point is. There's nothing up there. I can't break through these yet. Yeah, it dropped like last week. I haven't gotten into running it yet. Also, hand cam is required for top times and that because of the way the combat has kind of devolved. It's just like really fast inputs. And there are programmable controllers, so the way to avoid cheating is to just require hand cam. At long last, the abominable lord of the blighted lands has been purified. I am beside myself with rapt relief. The blighted have tormented us for many long years, but now I control them. Tied as my hands were, I have no choice but to afflict my subjects to deal with those damnable wretches. Now the power is in my hands. Uh-oh, throne room. You know what that means. Boss fight time. Hell yes. Yo, this Boss fight theme is fucking going. Phase 3. Ooh, he is mad. That boss fight was sick as fuck. Let's go. Let's keep moving with it for a while, but the Leo boy just completely dominated by Octa now, and no one else is really close. Fucking love that boss fight. That boss fight was one of those ones where it's like I could see that being like a real wall for some people, but I fucking love that type of fight. So let's go. Also, that song fucking slaps. Let's go. I think that's the first boss I've one shot in this game since the tutorial fight. As the kingdom approached oblivion, its subjects became deathless abominations. My brethren fought until madness consumed them, or the rain did. I managed to stave off the corruption of my mind and found myself in the throne room. Yo, this is a banger too. My blade held over the king I was meant to protect. He shook and blubbered in exasperation. The priestess and knights who gave their lives for the kingdom were disposable. This was where the king's obsession with immortality had led us. The king's words, dripping with greed, were palpable lament of his corrupt heart. It was plain to me as the blood pumping in that heart also flowed through my veins. I too had fought to protect the kingdom or its people, but my own interests had fought not to protect. I only wished for him to admit that he had been wrong to abandon me. Sure enough, as I held my sword over him, his eyes were fixed on me. I had been waiting for this, waiting for our eyes to meet for the very first time. Yeah, like unironically, the music's probably like one of the best parts of this game. The gameplay is also like insanely good, but the music is so good in this game. Well, if I'm done with this game, I'm definitely going to need to just like listen to the whole OST start to finish. Unleash a series of jabbing attacks with a lance that allows for maximum reach. Advanced thrusts can be made using the skill while moving sideways. The king's bastard son. After enduring a hard life, he rose to the knightly ranks to get back at his father. His tenacity is unparalleled. After dodging, Captain Julius grabs hold of you and charges forward, allowing a burst of momentum. A knight driven from his castle. Also, real quick, you haven't been around for much of this game, so you probably wouldn't notice this, but it is a nice detail how as you level up and absorb more of the blight, Lily's hair changes from white to now it's like it was gray for a while, now it's like starting to turn black. How much hatred one must be consumed by to kill one's own kin. Alright, what was the button to dash? Just hold. Oh, and I got an achievement for that. I like when games have small details like that. Yeah, it's super cool. Because one of those things that I didn't notice that until like the previous area of the game. Let's try out his weapon. And then I got some enemies. I can fight. I assume that I haven't actually played with this. Let's find out. Is this... Yeah, this is just the boss refight. So you can just refight bosses whenever you want. That's really cool. I'm definitely gonna have fun with that later on my own time. I think I'm gonna leave this one on for right now. Just because I like the hammer, and it lets you do skips. Oh, that's what that's for. It gives you more room to run up to that. That's really cool. King's Note 2. The fiend who stole away my beloved son is somewhere in the castle. I will not suffer this trespass. My righteous rage shall not be satiated until I hunt them down, for I cannot allow a dynasty of royal blood to meet an end in mine own halls. If only my plans had come to fruition, but no, hope yet remains. Completely unrelated to anything, but I have to say Twitch is so stupid because they changed how tags worked and it's so much harder to set the tags in your own stream now. Did they actually? I haven't really been playing with the tags themselves ever, but I know that you put a bunch of stupid ones on there for the memes. Did they kind of mess that up? Ancient warrior's gift to the priestess. The two were quite close despite his being disembodied spirit, and his and her his master. Two were quite close. Okay. Though she has passed on, the warrior's spirit yet remains, thinking fondly of the time they spent together. I guess I can't go back that way, lol. Where can I exit out of the top of this room? Can't search preset tags anymore, so it's so dumb. I assume that it only lets you kind of like do the manual set tags then, though. That is kind of dumb, I'll be real honest. That like doesn't affect me at all because I don't care that much about tags, but that's like, I feel like they're like, outside of memes, I feel like there are like legitimate situations where that could be really annoying. Okay, I don't think there's anything up there, at least nothing I can get to now. I guess I have to skip travel out of here. Also, finally having a dash is really good. I like having dash. I guess I can check out this area some more. But first, I want to finish maxing that. I feel like one of these two are the next ones I want to upgrade, but I don't have enough of that right now. I want to save my stagnant blight, so I guess I'm not upgrading anything. Don't know tags help you with viewership. They let you know what you click on a stream might be gambling. In billiard stream, yeah. It's really useful for helping identify what your stream is in a very serious and non-joking manner. Yo, there was a bench here the whole time? What? Sadness. Julius's book. Only for new game though because of goggles. True. Oh, XD equals gambling. Also, if you're pulling arts for incredibly non-time invested arts like Magstorm and Final Cross. I like how TAs are like basically literally unrunnable for that. Also, New Game Plus is basically unrunnable because of that. In order to defend the Twin Spires, we Knights of the Bastion took the odd elixir and became immortal today. I would much prefer if we didn't have to rely on forbidden magics, but even if it means making ourselves undead, we must protect a great nation. Even when stained with the Blight, a knight must never lose pride in their duty. Fuck it, what's down here? Item. Decayed Crown. Enemies will be more easily stunned by attacks. That's a good one. Having lost its former glory, the Decayed Crown was forsaken someplace far from the castle. pulls Final Cross, doesn't need it. Got routed out of the game. Literally only useful in TAs now. I do find it funny how I spent all that time routing Ricky, and then Cannon Drones just completely invalidated it. I actually have to kill everything in here again, that's cringe. There has to be a way to get up these, like, slopes that I just don't know about. Oh wait, can you literally just... For this one at least. Yeah, I could probably make that jump. Also, this game has a parry system that I don't use nearly enough. I think it's possible to get record with the old Charlotte route using EM skip with like a really good run. Yeah. Probably. Because EM skip saves 3 minutes, and the routing changes only saved like 2. So you probably don't even need like that insane of a run, because my run lost like 2 minutes. You still need like a decent run, but you wouldn't need anything like insane. I can make that. I'm definitely not supposed to make it, but I can. Right now, my guesstimate is for like realistically like a mid 248 is super doable. By doable, I mean like feasible for a human. Like is absolute minimum maybe a 247. Yeah, like I'm currently assuming no more like insane skips are gonna be found. But like, if no more insane skips are found, I'm betting that 248 will probably be the last minute barrier. Maybe someone gets like an absolutely fucking cracked run, like plays out of their goddamn mind for the entire fucking game. Maybe a 247. 253 was taxed only according to Tyler literally last year. Yeah, that was like literally a year ago, wasn't it? I'm gonna give this like one more try before just deciding I can't make it. I've decided this is no longer worth it. .243 was task only at that time, and I did it without like any of the crazy reroute stuff. I just used Ricky, which was just like an easier route. That was also back before normal and casual were like separate categories because just nobody ran on casual despite it being faster, which was hilarious to me. That's the thing is, well, I won't even grind that out because we're the only two runners of the category, and there are like two other people who can even run the category. Yeah, because other than Cannon Drones, which you can get from Talent, Xenoblade has the arts, but I don't think he has much interest in it. Tyler's not going to run the category because he hates Hollow Bone Skip. And then you and me aren't going to run the category right now because fuck it. So it's like, I want to go back and grind for 248 eventually, but I'm not going to push it further than 248 unless something else is found. 253 could have happened during the old Charlotte out. Your 254.44 wasn't even that good. Yeah, well, it's like I said, like the 253 I got, like my original one with Ricky out, like that route was like basically the same speed as the old Charlotte route. There was like a few optimizations, like I had Vent Cycle in there, and the different. I think you had the. No, you didn't have the total movement yet, so I also had this total movement from Tyler. But it's like that was before like any of the big combat reroutes, and I had Magstorm, which was like 7 seconds. We don't talk about how I added Magstorm to this game and made it objective. That game and made it like an objectively worse speedrun. So you could have run. Probably if I could run, I probably would just. I don't know when I fit in time. Yeah, that's kind of how it is for me, because it's like I could run after work right now because I have a little bit of time after work, but it's like, do I have? Am I gonna have enough days where I have enough time to do runs to completely de-rust and grind for a good run? And I think the answer for right now, at least, is just simply no. I also don't have the drive to do it right now. I want to do it eventually, but right now I'm just like not motivated, and I'm not gonna force it. That dude camping that jump is annoying. Still haunted by that, right? I honestly feel bad for like routing that end of the run. Because like pulling for Maxstorm like literally broke you. I think it actually broke you multiple times. The thing is that art like fucked me over less, and even I'm salty about how quickly like Tyler got it. Realistically, you probably come back next summer to speedrunning because you won't be taking summer classes. Neat. I'll probably have lowered the DE record by then. I want to get to it sometime this year, but if I won't, then it'll be like early next year I'll be doing it. And like I said, I don't want to put, at least right now, I don't have intention to push it past 248. But I might come back with, if there's competition from you, it kind of just depends on how I feel. And how happy I am with the run overall, because you know me, the notorious this run sucks. Poking wasn't even just pulling, it was seeing Tyler get it in 2% of the time. Yeah, that's why I said, like, even I'm salty about how quickly Tyler got it, and I kind of got it just from grinding for TAs, more or less. 3 slots, I mean, that's a good ability, but that is sad. I think I'm just going to pass on that for right now. I don't have the slots for it. Oh no. I forgot about these. These are sad. Priestess Castle Memo. Why was I chosen to be the king? Why was I chosen to be king? Is it because I was the first white priestess born among my sisters? I wonder if my other siblings are still down below. All I can do is tidy up the room Mother used to occupy. It'll be ready for her when she returns. A new game just to have something else to. Hey, to take the spotlight from Magstorm. Damn, what a dark time. Playing new game and pulling Magstorm. Yeah. Two of like the most hot garbage RNG things you could possibly do in DE. I'm guessing I can't get out of the room from there. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I can go up there. I guess this is just a place for an item. Okay, there's the other item I'm missing. How do I get down there though? I'll never forget all about. I never forget I'm about to start doing attempts, and Tyler is in the middle of routing, yelling at me to just do the 15th early game we route with the run, the run without learning it. Craziest thing about that first run, Subfire wasn't even dead until Telephia Gauntlet, even though you lost like 20 minutes. Didn't you say your current run also just like lost a fuckload of time to, what was it, Yalda 2 or something? That's the other item in the stream, but I don't know how to get to it. Can I just... Nope. I can't drop through it. Yeah, I have no idea how to get that item. Oh. Just go through the wall forehead. You can't get out. That wasn't even the last item in this room. Okay, so I definitely get a wall jump later. So like 8 minutes instead total and 5 and 17. It's lost like a minute in every chapter basically. F. Alright, time to play. Where do I still have rooms to go exploring? I think I decided I couldn't exit from the top of that room. If I go here, then go down, left, down, and I can try and exit the right of that room. Or I could get there through here. It wasn't good, and Tyler's run is beatable, but my 457 is not being beaten by a Milau based. It's also not being beaten by me because I dodged the bullet by not running new game, and I'm not going back on that at this point. I know that Tyler's talked about routing EM skip into new game because Siori Dai is doing it, basically. For 110 casual. But the thing is, I get the strangest feeling that even if Tyler were to do it, he just wouldn't enjoy the trick because he hates Hollow Bone Skip. Even though EM skip with the setup is like way easier than Hollow Bone Skip. It's still like by no means a trivial trick. Oh yeah, back whenever you were doing it, wasn't there just like Boz's notes, which were just like do the Yalda 2 strat, stuff like that? Do fast Yalda 1. Don't understand how you couldn't do HBS for 5 minutes and make yeah. Honestly, Hollow Bone Skip is one of those you just kind of gotta throw yourself at for a while, and then it becomes easy because it's like literally just timing execution. Okay, so I can't go that way because this is still locked. Yeah. Boz's notes were an abomination. I feel like Boz's notes were like okay if you already knew the route. Which obviously means that it's completely useless for trying to learn the route. I got a few places I can try and go over here. I think that this room over here has a thing I can break through, so I'll go over there. Oh, it sure is. I'm getting like little tendrils and stuff now too. Poor Lily. I feel bad for her. I can also go try and go bottom left over here because I can probably explore like all these areas over here and be super over leveled for them, so I'm gonna do that. The only video guide was a webcam pointed at the TV with a glare. You have no idea what's wrong because there's no splits. Yeah, because back then was Boz has a capture card now though, right? Back then he didn't. Or you could use Tyler's outdated run that was so goddamn outdated. Sub 450 was considered near perfect run. Wait, you're trying to tell me that your run isn't near perfect? The HP. I forgot about that. But you see, the thing is, you weren't actually attempting it because you've never failed Hollow Bone Skip when you were attempting it. Holy fuck, this is a wall of text. Something made me happy, so I want to take this chance to write it down. I was able to see Frida today for the first time in a long while. The events of purification was so severe she'd been bedridden for some time. I can't believe they quarantined her in such a place. They're treating her more like an experiment than someone on the mend. I can't even enter without a mask. I'm not sure how long I can stay, but I want to be by her side as long as I am allowed. It must get lonely here all by herself. Yo, big health upgrade. Slightly increases movement and dashing speed. Let's fucking go. I found quick step. I hope that doesn't cost a lot to equip. Why am I doing it this way? Like, I literally saw the grappling hooks over here. Today, Frida gave me the necklace she was wearing. It was a gift from her mother, and I can tell she cherished it for a long time. It's a protective heirloom, embedded with a magic stone. The stone seems to have broken when Frida purified the Blighted Lord. I'm sorry to say that my magic alone may not be enough to repair it. I'll have to ask that fool Faden to help. See off stream running for new game. Nobody sees the fail, and nobody's watching new game run long enough to see a failed it or not. So technically, you still have 100% HPS rate. True. Quick step W. Honestly, I feel like it's so much more relaxing to do runs offline. Even though like it's more entertaining to do runs with like people to talk to in chat, it's just like there's so much like more shit going on, and it's like you just don't have to focus. It's kind of nice to be able to just do offline runs sometimes. There's a reason why most of my runs are offline. Still 50x and 100x Hollow World Record. Go to category. Honestly, still a better category than walk percent. Alright, speaking of terrible categories and walk percent, did you hear that Cardis routed walk percent for the Xenoblade 3? Fuck walk percent. You just do DE offline because you get no viewers, so you'd rather just watch YouTube or something while running. Earthbound's always had people there, so it was better for that on stream. See, the thing about doing like Earthbound on streams, you actually get the good side of streaming runs, which is there's people there to talk to. Whereas like Xenoblade 3, you don't get that. I prefer doing Xenoblade offline because it means that I don't have to worry about like the fact that I don't want my mic on, and I can't have my mic. Like I want to listen to like my music and shit. Picture of White Priestess of the Font. It appears that the White Priestess was allowed entrance to the Coven, a space usually exclusive to the sorcerers, and a magical tool is made for her there. Walk percent's another bandwagon that I'm glad that I just like dodged. I'm gonna have to climb all the way back up because I just missed the platform. Earthbound's different runs though because you have to dump so many more attempts and it's not New Game Plus where it's like just get out of chapter 4 and you win. Yeah, because I know that you talk about this a lot with like Earthbound is just like run killer after run killer after run killer. I feel like in terms of skill it would be 100x Hollow Bone skip, but in terms of like the most like difficult to actually beat, probably Stardew percent, because you guys optimize that to like a stupidly large amount of RNG dependence. I understand why these enemies had like infinite HP when I was here before now, because they're like for the level I'm at. You guys being was like mostly you and Alexis running it. Because I know Orf made the category, but I think it was like mostly you and Alexis optimizing it to like an absolutely disgusting degree, which was kind of funny to watch, not gonna lie. Talent Chiefs were also grinding for sub 5 too. Ah. So that was another bullet I dodged, but that was actually a good category. Bench? It's crazy. Crazy. It was like 6 people all trying to die to a fish in under 5 minutes. Faden's Archives 3. It took some negotiating, but we finally able to clear to investigate the forbidden domain. We've settled on we settled on calling ourselves the King's Mage Brigade, though I must admit I find the name a bit silly. My assistant Muriel is with me, though she does not seem to like the shape of the mask I made for her. I may be gifted in manners of the arcane, but I must admit I lack proper aesthetic sense. I do like how Orf started that literally as a meme, as an April Fool's joke, and it like became a thing you guys were like actively trying to optimize to like a disgusting degree. I don't know if that's the game telling me to come back whenever I have an item to protect, or if there's like a path that I can take to get through. I'll look around a bit. The song goes hard, holy shit. Let's see. I got the sub 5 for Tyler, though it was I maxed on payback. 30% echo mag is more than pulling Magstorm true and based. That was my fault too. I was the first person who ran after. Or if he had like a 524 or something, now Erica's like 456. I did not realize it went down that much. I guess I'm exploring this area now. I'm not going that way. That room is death. Yeah, these guys just go. Holy shit, that was a lot of damage. Janie's trying to be 456 too, but it's too stupid to try to get. Yeah, because didn't you need like a perfect wolf fight, and then the Sardi also has to like crit you multiple times, or something stupid like that? Okay, so I can't do anything this way yet, just simply because this door is closed now. I don't think I can open it. 450, the energy required is unbelievable, and you have to menu insanely fast without messing up. 454 is probably technically possible, but no way anyone ever gets that, because why would anyone grind that category again? Because it's better, it's literally better than New Game Plus. Okay, so I don't think I can do anything in this area for right now, but we'll just... Okay, I'm definitely not supposed to be here at this current moment. Sad reality. Yeah, unfortunately, the leaderboard, the one that actually has a leaderboard is the shitty category. Ouch. Ouch. Sadness. Well, it's not technically completely turn your brain off and win category. It's only a turn your brain off and win category for like 90% of it. There's like 3 tricks in it and 2 hard fights. This vent cycle just stops working for no reason. Hey, I have no idea why it wasn't working for you still. But yeah, like the only hard parts are like hollow bone skip you have to think for, ether mine skip you have to think for, cylinder jump you have to think for. The last 5 Central Factory you have to think for, in the Teletia Gauntlet fight you have to think for. That's like it. Oh yeah, I guess Face Nemesis too with the new strat, but it's like, just don't mess it up. I think for them, but like only for those parts of the run. Like there's also a lot of parts that I just don't think for like most of the movement. Probably still where you die still on the skip because you just jump whenever and wing it. We also both have like the jankiest steps in the universe for cylinder jump. Does Tyler still do the slowest fuck set for cylinder jump? I genuinely don't know. Baby struts all the way around. Cylinder skip step was one of the biggest reasons why you initially set out to beat the record. I know that I used his set for like a while, and then I saw how fast you were doing. I was like, yo, I have to come up with something equally jank, except mine was way more jank. You know, the only good, real quick, the best thing about Ethermine skip is that no one has to see my terrible set for the old Ethermine jump anymore. God, my old Ethermine set was so bad. It costs 2. Oh, that's a significant amount of quick step. That's worth. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of to me that it's kind of interesting. Me and Tyler were never technically New Game Plus rivals because there was no point where you ran at the same time. Yeah, because you kind of just got Tyler's record, and then like Tyler eventually ran New Game Plus again, but like kind of not really. Facts that set up was so scuff. True. To my esteemed colleagues, carrying out research for the Braden domain is an exciting prospect, but it is also a dangerous one. All mages permitted to work in the verbatim domain must wear mandated masks. These masks are stored in the laboratory. They are limited in supply, so treat them with care. So I'm looking for the mask still. I bet that chest has what I want, but I can't go up there. Get me out of this water, it's dangerous. Yeah, when you weren't doing anything for a while, just solo Earthbound, and you quit before you came back. Also never beat one of I've also never beat one of my own records because I've always just stopped once I've gotten a record. I know I beat my record a few times. The biggest ones were when I was trying to grind for minute barriers. Bro, that dude had no chill. Okay, that's progress. I opened one of the things. And I bet I have to go around to the left again and go down this time to get that one. I do wonder where I get to the top of that room. Maybe from over here? I think I'm gonna try heading over here. Yeah, because every time you've gone record, you're like, yeah, I've done what I wanted, and then you took a break. Because you did that when you first beat Tyler's record, because you just kind of wanted to beat his record. And then when you finally got record back, you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm done with Definitive Edition, this game's shit. Which, like, based. Quit D like 7 times, I hate this game. Hold on. Never had a problem with minute barriers because you never went for the barriers. You won't forget missing. I am like that still sucks so badly. I feel like that was probably like similar to how I felt whenever I fucking missed the 253 by 1 second. All right, see you, Dread. Have a good evening. It's good talking to you again as well. Heretic's Mask. Greatly reduces damage sustained while in Blighted Fog while in or on water.